everyone with me? Now, very quickly, we will move forward to talk about the internet, World Wide Web, and domain name. Now, before we move forward, anyone having any query?
Sir, I have a query.
Yes,
Sir, I just want to ask you that there is intellectual property law and also we are having IT Act of 2021. So,
correct.
there is artificial intelligence. I am not talking
Yes.
present scenario. Let us talk about future. We know that
Mm-hmm.
AI is so powerful that it can also manipulate anyone's private data. So,
Mm-hmm.
as today module, we are talking about cyberspace. We are also having the innovations in cyberspace field in the domain of cyberspace. So, I just want to know that if AI is so much, it is having the power to manipulate or catch anyone's private data, then in future, how will this your private data, the cyberspace will cope up with the IP law and IT Act in presence of artificial intelligence. So we will rely on IT Act or IP law. Or I just want to know how will IP law will govern and regulate the scenario in the case of AI, because the live example is Sora AI, as you have seen what recently happened with the celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to know that how it will cope up with in the presence of artificial intelligence.
Now, broadly, there are two things it's a very interesting question. However, I still feel it's little half cooked, but no problem. We'll try and respond it. The first things first, when we talk about intellectual property is not personal data, right? It does not cover personal data. The moment you talk about personal data, now we have the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, which will be covering personal data. When we talk about intellectual property, we talk about it. So intellectual property is more, as we have understood, something which can be commercially exploited. So intellectual property is not personal data, but it's a sort of a commercial data or information, or rather, we should say it's a commercial asset. It's not even information and data, but it is an asset. Just like, there will be an electronic device which you're using in form of computer, or for that matter, your mobile phone for attending this session. So you own that mobile phone or computer. Similarly, intellectual property is an asset which you own. Now, the question which you have asked regarding artificial intelligence. Now, first of all, you have to understand that the question which you have asked regarding artificial intelligence and use of artificial intelligence. For example, the deep fake. Basically, I believe you're referring to deep fake, like what happened to Mr. Miss Mandana, and then various foreign celebrities, cricketers like Virat Kohli and all that. So their photographs were used for the purpose of manipulating using deep fake. Correct? This is the question you were asking, correct?
Yes, sir.
So as of today, as we stand today, we don't have a response to this problem because we really don't know that how to deal with this scenario. The reason being, you have a knife at home, correct? Now, the same knife your mother can use, or for that matter, a knife at your home could be used by anybody constructively for cutting vegetables, right? To make dishes at home. But then the same knife can also be used for murdering someone, correct? So at this point of time, possibly it's overhyped when we say that a artificial intelligence is so dangerous. See, at this point of time, artificial intelligence is not that dangerous. It's just it is being hyped up, right? Because of how it is being used. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is just a tool. What it is just a tool, just like a knife. There is a knife. Similarly, there is a artificial intelligence. What it is a tool. It can be used for good things. At the same time, it can also be used for bad things. I hope you are able to understand. Now, all the good things which we use artificial intelligence for, nobody is talking about it. But how this artificial intelligence is being used in form of deep fake for the purpose of creating fake videos, fake photographs, right? All those things certainly is a challenge. Now, all these fake videos and fake photographs which are being created, broadly, I don't think anybody is claiming any copyright over these photographs which have been fakely created, right? But even if it is, it would really be very complicated from the perspective who would actually own the copyright. Because these photographs, so we are talking about these photographs which are bad photographs, but at the same time, those of you who are fans of Amitabh Bachchan would have referred to Mr. Bachchan's Twitter account, and he very recently put, a few days back, he put AI generated photograph, of Ram Lalla and himself and other things on his platform, which was positive. He put himself. You have to understand, right? So who owns the copyright over such photographs? So broadly, it's a debatable issue. But however, for the time being, if such photographs are broadly being developed using Chat GPT, right? Chat GPT 4.0. So broadly 3.0 and 3.5, and I believe everyone is using Chat GPT, right? So Chat GPT 4.0 enables you to develop such images, and it has very, very clear that whatever information you get while using ChatGPT, the copyright over such information will be will be given to the prompter. So whosoever is prompting ChatGPT and asking for a specific question or specific content, then it is the person who is requesting that information will be considered to be the author of that content. So AI is not a legal person as of now. However, the question which you raise, because artificial intelligence, we will refer, if not today, we will certainly refer it on 22nd. You have to understand artificial intelligence can be broadly categorized into three stages. Now, please look at the screen. So the present stage is narrow artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, what does this narrow artificial intelligence means? It means intelligence which is lower than human beings. Then there is something what is called general artificial intelligence. Now, what is this general artificial intelligence? It means intelligence which is at par with human beings. And then finally, there is something which is called super artificial intelligence. What does that mean? An intelligence which is superior to human intelligence. So at this point of time, we are at the level of narrow artificial intelligence. But whether over a period of time we move to general artificial intelligence and super artificial intelligence, we really can't say it right now. Whether it's possible, anything is possible, right? So once we reach that stage of general artificial intelligence and super artificial intelligence, possibly the present laws would not be sufficient to regulate them, right? And we will have to develop laws based on the scenarios at those point of time, and our requirement, we will have to draft such laws. So I did not respond to your query directly, but I tried, because
Yes, sir.
it cannot be responded directly. I tried to explain you through, how the scenario might change, right? So there is no confusion regarding all these images which are AI generated at present. The copyright, if it exists with the person who's prompting it. I would recommend everyone to go to ChatGPT, OpenAI, and read its user guidelines and other user term agreements. It is very categorical, where it clearly provides that whatever content is being generated by chat gpt upon the prompt of an individual, means अगर आप कुछ भी chat gpt पे जाके लिखते हैं और उससे chat gpt कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन आपको प्रोवाइड करता है, तो किसके पास उस कंटेंट का कॉपीराइट होगा? उस कंटेंट का कॉपीराइट उस व्यक्ति के पास होगा जो वो क्वेश्चन या कमेंट chat gpt को रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है इंफॉर्मेशन। ठीक है।